as we get your cameras ready for the Royal Air Force Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Memorial Display for 2019. Lancaster, today flown by Flight Lieutenant Neil Farrell, and on his wing we have the Mark 19 and the Mark 9 Spitfire, flown by OC BBMF Squadron Leader Mark Discombe, and the Mark 9 flown by Squadron Leader Sugden. Here we see them peel round for a 270-degree turn. The Lancaster will run through, the fighters will break off at a crowd 30. Over 7,000 Lancasters were built, but only 2 remain flying in the world. The RAF is lucky enough to have one of them. During the war, Bomber Command suffered the highest loss ratio of any recorded combat. In all, 55,573 men were killed in Bomber Command. Our flight's aim? To commemorate the 120,000 men and women who have given their lives in the service of the Royal Air Force.
Right, go.
Displays. Disco, as he's more commonly known, joined the flight in 2014. Having been a volunteer for 3 display seasons, he's now the boss of OC BBMF. He has been a display pilot before on the Tucano and flew the Jaguar for nearly 10 years. Recently, he has been the Deputy Officer Commanding Elementary Flying Training based at RAF Cranwell. The aircraft today, PM631, was built at Reading, too late to see service in World War II. However, these aircraft were unarmed and had pressurised cockpits, so often flew to heights of more than 40,000 feet. Today, PM is presented in 541 Squadron colours, who performed photographic reconnaissance missions over Europe. Today, the flight has 6 Spitfires, 2 Hurricanes, a Dakota and a Lancaster, plus 2 Chipmunks used for training. These World War II aircraft are preserved in flying condition as a living tribute to those who served their country. Whilst the BBMF has 12 aircraft of 5 different types, it actually only has 2 full-time pilots. This small team of dedicated people ensures that the BBMF is seen throughout the country from May to September every year. In fact, this year, the BBMF is scheduled to appear at around 100 displays and some 1,000 flypasts. Our flights engineers work tirelessly to ensure that the BBMF aircraft are kept in excellent condition, conducting deep maintenance over winter and then keeping the aircraft airworthy in the summer for everyone here today. Everybody get ready as we have the first of the fighter takeovers. See squad leader line. Suggs, as he is well known, is in line to be the next OC of the flight in 2021. Starting his second season this year, he was previously posted to Valley in 2007 on instructional duties on the Hawk T1. And then in 2010, he was chosen as one of the pilots to stand up the new Hawk T2. 2013 saw him posted to the Typhoon, where he's seen operational tours in Syria and Iraq. He now works at 29 Squadron as a Typhoon instructor, training the newest fast jet pilots in the Air Force, as well as flying for the BBMF. Seen rolling out of the orbit, Suggs is conducting the rolling Spitfire display with MK356. She was originally built in Castle Bromwich, suffering 3 wheels-up landings over 60 operational sorties. She was eventually left behind in France as the squadron moved on after D-Day. She's painted in a desert camouflage scheme representing the Mark 9 Spitfire operated by number 92 Squadron. If you'd like to know more about the flight or the Royal Air Force, you can find us at raf.mod.uk/BBMF or just Google RAF BBMF. Well, as Suggs gets ready for the final pass, we hope that you've enjoyed our display. As that symphony of engines subsides slightly, the hairs on the back of my neck are still standing up. Here again we see the most beautiful of victory rolls. I'm not sure if there is a more evocative or stirring sound. Ladies and gentlemen, our motto is lest we forget, and we hope you remember our mission to commemorate those 120,000 personnel who have given their lives in the service of the Royal Air Force.